Hey guys, I hope that you are ready to welcome in the new year. So, I actually wanted to share something with you that I'm going to be doing for myself to kind of close up this year and welcome in 2025. So, the credit for this exercise actually goes to Erin Shout, who is a fellow actor and she's also an acting coach. And actually, in 2020, when I was in Atlanta and I did my teacher training, to come over to Cape Town and start the studio here, not knowing how things would work out, she shared this exercise with us. So basically, it's a writing exercise, and we're going to write a letter to ourselves a year from now. And I'm going to share something with you that I wrote in this letter because I just found my journal, my notes from that acting class in Atlanta. And I actually wrote this in the beginning of 2020 before I moved to Cape Town. So I wrote a letter to myself a year from then. And yeah, I'm going to read a little bit of what I wrote. I wrote, I'm so proud of you, Natasha. You've moved to Cape Town a year ago. You started teaching. You are doing your podcast. You've come such a long way with your journey as an actor and human being, bringing light into this world. Little did you know that coming to South Africa would be the biggest blessing that happened to you. And I can honestly say that when I found out I was moving back to South Africa, I didn't know what the reason behind it was. I wasn't expecting it to kind of happen. And I can honestly say it ended up being a really big blessing. And I also wrote, you are beautiful inside and out. Thank you for showing up for yourself and loving yourself. Thank you for living each day with peace, gratitude, joy, and freedom. Just going to read the whole thing. It's vulnerable, but whatever. You're changing people's lives with the light you're bringing in this world. Thank you for taking care of you, for journaling and meditating every morning, for breathing into fear and doing it anyway. Thank you for the purpose you are serving. Thank you for loving you, for holding on tightly to you with clenched fists, for being willing to do the work, open and grow your heart and expand. This was truly the year of expansion. I love you always, Natasha. So I actually happened to open this journal the other day, and as you guys know, it's been a challenging year with my dad transitioning into the afterlife. And it was really beautiful to read this letter because I can honestly say things ended up working out. I didn't know there was going to be a pandemic in 2020, but here we are with the MAW Cape Town. And here I am, still showing up for myself. So thank you, Erin. Without further ado, let's get into the exercise. So what you're going to need is some paper to write on. So I'm just actually going to tear a page out of my notebook. So if you have a journal, just get a journal. If you have loose paper, probably just need 1 or 2 pages. Something to write with and something to write on. Maybe light some Palo Santo or a candle, play some music, get whatever you need to get comfy. All right, we're gonna get right into it. So let's just close our eyes for a second. All right. Take a deep breath in, hand on your heart. Let out 2024. Hallelujah. Let's do that again. Let it out with gratitude and love and bless it. All right. Just take a moment to bless your year. Bless 2024. By the way, it is raining and it's windy, so you might hear some sound design. Yeah, bless your year. Bless your challenges. Bless the people that challenged you. And bless yourself. Thank yourself for making it through this year. Tell yourself, I'm proud of you. We did it. Take a moment of gratitude for anything good that happened this year. One thing that you are grateful for that happened this year. And if you can't think of something, maybe you met a new friend, maybe somebody was kind to you, or maybe you're healthy right now. Maybe you were able to buy groceries when you needed to. So if you can't think of something, okay, well, I was able to pay my bills this year. So find something. And just take a moment to let it go. Just let go of anything that didn't serve you this year that you don't want to bring into the next? All right. And slowly open your eyes, come back in the space. So now that we've got that out of the way, we can write ourselves this letter. So get your paper and your pen, and you're going to write a letter to your future self. So you can put today's date on the top. All right. And then on the top, you're just going to write dear and your name. And I hope we still remember how to write. And I hope you're not typing this out on your iPhone, but if you are, that's also fine. You can actually do this on your phone. You can actually type it out as an email and send that email to yourself. But if you're ideally writing, because I think writing is more powerful. Okay, so at the top, you're gonna write dear and your name. All right, like so. And I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. But yeah, and you can pause me now while you write a letter to yourself a year from now. So whatever date you're doing this, if it's the 1st or if it's the 10th of Jan 2025, right? Date it today, but write a letter to you a year from now and see what you can be grateful for in advance. Or what would you say to yourself a year from now? There's no right or wrong. Pause me now. All right, I'm also gonna pause this while I write. All right, so I hope that you wrote that letter to yourself a year from now. And again, there's no right or wrong. And it's sometimes just letting our thoughts flow from the pen onto the page. And yeah, mine's about 1 page long. I'm not gonna share this one with you, but then you can, if you have a loose paper, you can take your paper in your hand, and if you have to rip it out of your journal, you can go ahead and get your paper and fold it up. I have an envelope that I'm going to put mine in, but I would also say you might also want to take a picture of it with your phone and email it to yourself a year from now. Or if you are typing this out on your phone, you can schedule that email to yourself a year from now. I've done that before as well. But if you have the envelope, go ahead and put your letter to yourself in the envelope. And then you're going to seal it. All right. And on it, you're going to write the date. So I'm just going to write open me and the date a year from now. And I'll write to Natasha. So you can write to yourself. And then I'm going to write open me. It's going to be December 30th, 2025, you guys. All right. And so that's my little envelope. And then keep it somewhere safe. But again, you can also maybe schedule a reminder to yourself. So go to your phone, go to the calendar, schedule a reminder to open your letter in case you're somebody who forgets. Or maybe you'll find it 2 years from now and it'll be a nice surprise. But thank you so much for doing this exercise with me. It was a good way to get myself to also do this again. And I think it's really powerful, actually, to do something like this. It's amazing how things tend to manifest. We don't even know how they could work out. And it's always great to kind of acknowledge ourselves for how far we've come. So whatever kind of a 2024 you have had, I'm proud of you. All right, I love you. Have a really great new year.